Hello viewers, myself Asma Parveen. Today's my topic is causes of and success for the spread of Buddhism in India and abroad. Buddhism was born in eastern India. Soon it spread to many parts of the world and became a world religion. Today, one fourth of the population are Buddhists. Several causes or factors were responsible for the spread of Buddhism both in India and abroad. They were simple teachings of Buddha, the character and personality of Buddha, royal patronage, adaptability of Buddhism, medium of language, selfless and missionary activities of Sangha. Due to Buddhist council, Catholicity spread of Buddhism to other parts of the world. Occult powers, other causes. Simple teachings of Buddhism. The rise of Buddhism took place at an opportune time when the people of India were in a state of spiritual unrest. Added to this, the teachings of Buddha were simple and they were written in the reach of every class of the people. It was free from the costly and meaningless rituals and sacrifices of Hinduism and the self torture or starvation of Jainism. To quote Rhys Davids, it proclaimed a salvation which each man could gain for himself in this world, without reference to the god or gods. Just by leading a life of virtue and chastity, one can get salvation. The character and personality of Buddha. As observed by Professor Keith, the vast success of Buddhism lies not so much in the religion but in the personality of the founder. The magnetic personality of Buddha and his Kshatriya origin gave strength to his teachings. Moreover, he practiced what he preached and stood as an embodiment of sacrifice, love, and simplicity. His pure life became an example in which the people drew their inspiration. Similarly, the character and personality of Buddha's disciples, example Ananda, Yasa, Mahakasyapa, etc., were equally powerful forces for the propagation of the religion. Royal patronage. It is an undeniable fact that no religion, however excellent may be its teachings, can prosper well without the royal patronage. From the time of Bimbisara down to Harshavardhana, most of the kings patronized Buddhism. During the lifetime of Buddha, the ruler of Magadha, Bimbisara, Ajatashatru, Udayin, Kausambi, and the republican states of Sakyas, Mallas, Vijis accepted and converted into Buddhism. It was mainly due to the patronage of a great monarch Ashoka that Buddhism became not only a national religion of India but also attained the status of a world religion. He spent whole of his life, money, time and everything for its glorification. After the third Buddhist council, he dispatched several Buddhist missionaries to Kashmira, Gandhara, Himalayan region, Maharashtra, Mysore, North Kanara, etc. He sent his own relatives, his son Mahendra and daughter Sangamitra to Ceylon. He introduced Buddhism in Ceylon. Today, one can see a number of Buddhist monasteries in Ceylon. He also sent Uttara and Sona to Burma to propagate Buddhism. Like Ashoka, Kanishka also spread Buddhism to distant lands during his time Buddhism traveled to Central and Eastern Asia. It was introduced into China by Kasyapa and Matanga. Similarly, many foreigners, Harsha and others, adopted and popularized it. Adaptability of Buddhism. Buddhism is not a religious set of dogmas. It is a flexible religion. It is changed and adjusted to suit the needs of the times, people, and the countries. This is evident by the growth of Mahayana doctrine of Buddhism. It is evident by the growth of Mahayana doctrine of Buddhism. Thus, one can be idolater, meat eater, and a Buddhist at once. Then, medium of language. Buddhism was preached and propagated in a simple and familiar language of the people, that is Pali. This gave a great relief to the vast masses who cannot follow Vedic Sanskrit language. Selfless and missionary activities of Sanghas. Buddha organized his disciples into Sangha in which both monks and nuns were admitted. He also laid down strict rules of conduct and disciple for its members. The Holy Trinity, like Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, was formed in which the Buddhists sought refuge. The members of the Sangha were given training for a period of 10 years. When once they were admitted into Sangha, they have to lead a life of poverty, chastity, and destruction. They were imbibed with a missionary zeal of converting the people into Buddhism. They spent the whole day and night in preaching the gospel of Buddhism, which alone was their object and end or ideal. The Buddhist monasteries became the great center of education through which Buddhism was survived and spread. Part played by Buddhist council. After the death of Buddha, four Buddhist councils were held. It was in these councils that the life and teachings of Buddha were compiled into three Pitakas: Vinayaka Pitaka, Sutta, and Abhidhamma. They also prevented to a large extent the Sikhism in the Buddhist churches and promoted unity in it. The conveying of the Buddhist counsel often and on had a great impact on the minds of the people and instilled on enthusiasm towards the Buddhist church. These councils also took a number of measures to popularize Buddhism. Catholicity universal. Buddhism had a great Catholic or universal spirit in it, which appealed and attracted even the member of other religious field. The policy of universal toleration followed by Buddha and his disciples. The charities or gifts that were conferred by them to the members of the religious fold were also the chief causes for the success of the Buddhism. Spread of Buddhism to other countries of the world. During the time of Ashoka, during the time of Ashoka, Buddhism was spread to Ceylon and Burma. The king Amir Amirodda of Burma built a number of monasteries. He built the famous Shuzigon Pagoda, which consisted of the relic of Buddha's teeth. Buddhism was introduced into China by Kasyapa, Matanga, and Dharmamaksha during the reign of Kanishka. They translated the Buddhist texts into Chinese. Many Chinese came to India and became Buddhist scholars at Nalanda University. The visits of the Chinese traveler like Fa Hin, Huin Sang, and Itzing to India to collect Buddhist sacred books and Buddha's relics were also enriched a lot for the popularity and spread of Buddhism in China. Thus, by the 4th century AD, there were nearly 17,000 Buddhist temples in China. Dharma, Dharma Kirti, Vimala Mitra, and other Indian scholars introduced Buddhism in Tibet. Later, it became the state religion of Tibet. Santarikshitra of Nalanda University was appointed as the supreme priest of Tibet by its ruler. He introduced Lamaism in Tibet due to the missionary activity of Buddhist monks. Buddhism was also spread to Colombia, Java, Sumatra, and other southeastern countries. Occult powers. This is the occult powers that made the people more impressive and conversion into Buddhism. Buddha utilized three occult powers: Iddhi, physical manifestation of powers; Adhisana, the exhibition of the power of thought reading; Anusasani, the waning to a person to give up evil thoughts. Other causes. Buddhism had no serious rivals. The absence of rival missionary religions also facilitated the success and spread of Buddhism. Lastly, the pursuance methods employed in making converts, philosophy, eh, unorthodoxy of the people around about Magadha, and the vast donations conferred by the rich, royal, and other classes also greatly helped for the propagation, success, and popularity of Buddhism. Thank you.